the Rockets win the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the Splash Brothers are the guards. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the center, locking down the middle.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Pachulia, good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene. Here's Curry. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry's got his first points in this one. Well, great for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense, so that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. From deep, Green. And the shot is good.
A good open look, and he splashes. Three.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry passes to Thompson. It's blocked. Harden against Curry. McDaniels kicks to Harden. Dishes it to Ariza. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another three for Golden State.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here's McDaniels. And that time, also a missed shot.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
No one covering. Harden's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Curry dishes to Green.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No good with the layup.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
And so it's Golden State with it. after the Rockets pick up 3. Julia, good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here is Harden. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Durant with a wide open look. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rockets trail by 15. McDaniels kicks to Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden. The Rockets with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Misses the layup. Warriors leading by 17. Curry passes to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And Green gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's McDaniels. Can they get it? Another miss by Houston. Durant dishes to Curry. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though? He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Moniunas comes in for McDaniels. Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Different look here for the Warriors. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the Warriors decide to take their first time.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
In the playoffs ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division, and as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs, but the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Livingston kicks it to West. Plenty of space. That's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th. and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And it's Capella missing.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play. You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries. And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
One shot. One shot.
They throw good. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Off the inbound pass. And Iguodala with the lay-in.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Just too many miscues here in the early going.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're giving the ball to the other team.
Here's Livingston. Here's Thompson. Up and in on the layup. Thompson's got 12.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Now here's Monty Eunice. Looking for his first basket still in this one. That is good.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's West. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Off the inbound. Can't get it to go. Good D by Harden. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
You never want to point the finger at one person in a team game as to why a team is struggling, but his 5 turnovers have slowed down what the offense has tried to do.
So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted. And he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Durant, no good. Now here's the name. Over in the corner, Beverly. Stolen by Durant. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
That one off the back iron and out. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Golden State moving it around. He was all alone on that one. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Pachulia, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Nene. Kevin Durant with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. From 10 feet out, and it's Golden State with another.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Harden gets to Ariza. Over in the corner, Beverly. Stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Lets it go from 11. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Thompson. And it's 6 points for Kevin Durant.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Green. And Curry has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Thompson with the bucket.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
That's good, and a nice assist for hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Stolen by Thompson. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Durant's running. Thompson with the bucket.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early. Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
Got a piece of it. Over in the corner, Beverly. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Here's Pachulia. Lays it up and banks it in. Pachulia's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Green kicks to Pachulia. Here's Thompson. Outside for Curry. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Durant. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now, here is Harden. Gordon kicks to Harden. Draymond Green pulls it in.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Good.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Golden State's gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Curry with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Curry attacking. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Harden. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Moniunas subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Warriors, David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Iguodala kicks it to West, and it falls over the rim and in.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, they are really winning the turnover battle right now. I mean, not in the turnovers themselves, but the points they're getting off the turnovers.
And you know what? That's always key, in part because they're forcing live ball turnovers, and that's a big advantage that gets you in transition, and that's what they've been able to do here so far.
Down low, Moniunas with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And that one's good. Beverly.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Mark, last season we saw Moniunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And here's Gordon following the three from Kevin Durant. Ariza with the bucket.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. West draws the double. Back to Iguodala. Right through the D for the layup.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Back to Beverly. Ariza against Iguodala. Capella dishes to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Beverly. The three-pointer, no good. Durant kicks to Iguodala. Moniunas with the steal. Here's Gordon. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Iguodala. Feeds it to Durant. 14 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Drains the 19-footer. Durant's got 15 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
To the wing on the left. Moniunas with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Ariza. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And that one's good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And Beverly kicks to Capella. It's stolen by West. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I want to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Brewer. McDaniels is out there with Harden. Then there's Beasley, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And Thompson throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Here's Beasley, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Elevates and powers in the one-handed.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Green passes to Iguodala. Varejao, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Varejao's got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
No good from Beasley.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Iguodala with the steal. To the right side. Curry wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 assists in the game. Here's McDaniels. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And he can't get the first one. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Curry dishes to Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Both free throws good from Green.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Curry. And it's 6 points for Iguodala.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That is good.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And Harden with the stuff.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Now, here's Curry. He's got 15. The screen from Thompson. From the arc. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Iguodala with the steal. Outside, Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And here's Nene following Draymond Green's 3.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there. You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Here's McDaniels.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim record.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
That's good. And that's now 9 points for Iguodala.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Moniunas is checked in for Harden. Ariza comes in for Michael Beasley. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverley in for KJ McDaniels.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And for Houston, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And Beverley kicks to Ariza. Here's Gordon. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. So it's the Warriors now.
They're using this full court pressure right now, looking to create some turnovers.
Curry kicks it to West. Here's Pachulia. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Got a piece of it. Livingston. Durant wide open. He fires. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
1:43 left in the first half of basketball. Fires from 14. Bounces high off the rim, and Nene the pass to Moniunas. He wants to get it to Nene and does.
I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot or a teammate.
Here is Livingston. To the paint. Now Ariza. And here is Moniunas. Passes it to Ariza. Beverley with the ball. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. Pachulia with the steal. Outside for Curry. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Here's Beverley. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beverley's got 4 points this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Houston on the break. Charity stripe shot. They grab their own miss. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Houston, Clint Capella. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And Beverley kicks to Capella. 1 second left. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. He didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, running away with it.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was clearly the first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 20 points, 8 assists, and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half, the Splash Brothers are the guards. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward. Guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Here's Harden, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Outside Curry, trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 24 points for Klay Thompson.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Durant. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Thompson dishes to Pachulia, and that one's good. Pachulia's got 10.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
McDaniels kicks to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Can they get it? It's tipped, and he gets it back. Expanding his range. Another miss by Houston.
And, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
The shot by Nene, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And he recovers it, and it's good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pachulia, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Corey Brewer's checked in for the Rockets. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Durant. Harden the pass to Nene. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Nene's got 14.
It could be trouble if they don't do a better job defending Nene.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Here's Brewer. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
Clark, Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. They get it back. Pachulia, good.
What are you in?
Pachulia's got 14.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
Thompson with the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers, and in bunches. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Inside, it's tipped. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Livingston. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way. An easy 2 points on the layup. Livingston's got his second basket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Tremendous output from Iguodala. He has 11 points now and 3 great steals. It's such a benefit to them when he plays this kind of game.
And really unexpected, but invaluable.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Moniunas in for James Harden. Then for the Warriors, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Pachulia. And West subs in for Draymond Green. It's Iguodala with the drive. Livingston, that's good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Rockets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And Brewer kicks to Gordon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Gordon's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The open shot, Thompson, again, Golden State.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Rockets with possession here. Here's Brewer.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
To the middle, deflects the pass, and good on the basket. Book it. 6 points for Anderson Varejau. Rocket shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Fires it up. Ariza with the bucket.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Here's Livingston. Soft touch off the glass. Livingston's got 8 points. Here is Brewer. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Goes up from the top of the key, and he knocks down the jumper.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here is Livingston. 8 points for him. Good D by Ariza.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Rebounded by Capella.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss. One thing about Corey Brewer, he's a defensive specialist, has a combination of size and quickness that's real hard to score against. I mean, equally good at defending in the half court or transition.
Well, going back to Corey Brewer, he also has a sixth sense of sniffing out steal opportunities. Very quick hands. He's averaged 1.5 steals a game over his career.
And Kevin, Corey's one of those guys that's always going to give that effort offensively and find ways to contribute there. But more importantly, he's going to give you results on the defensive side of the ball.
He has an amazing motor. It never shuts down. Yunus with the steal. And the basket by Brewer. Brewer's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Here's Golden State. Now the dish to West. They get it again. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Thompson for 3, and he gets it to go. Thompson's got 15 points here in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
3-pointer. David West grabs the miss. West has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors with possession here. To the inside, Livingston. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Warrior shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. We've got Patrick Beverly. Decker is out there with Beasley. Then there's Yunus, and it's Prigioni in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Beasley. Warriors with the rebound. And it's the Warriors on the break. 13 feet away. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And here they go. Decker gets the bucket.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Smooth. And another 3 for Golden State.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Beasley. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jones kicks to Varejao. Here's Smooth. That is good.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Smooth's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And he gets the bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Hey, kid, you ready?
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Down low. It's tipped. And they're moving it up. Here's Clark. Finished off the break.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
To the middle. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
So for the Rockets, Anderson, he's checked in for Monty Eunice, and it's James Harden in for Patrick Everly. Here's Clark. Buries it from three-point range.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. You got to be careful, though. There's a real balancing act. You can't let your ego try to run your offense. You could see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. Not the best decision.
Harden kept alive by Houston. To halt the run. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legend.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Draymond Green is out there with Durant, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 down low. 5 to shoot, and it's Irving missing.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. The drive by LeBron. That falls. Great assist by Love. James has got the opening field goal of the game for the Cavs.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And the Warriors off to a slow start here. 7-point differential. The Cavaliers, another fast break opportunity here. And the shot is good. James has got his second bucket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in the
Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
And stolen by Love. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Irving kicks to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. They set the pick. Love draws the double. Here's Thompson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow him down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Outside Irving. Dishes it to LeBron. Beyond the arc. And it's Smith that time on the assist by LeBron. 8 points for Smith.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside, Green. Warriors the rebound. Here's Pachulia on target from 13 feet.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Back to Thompson, launches it. That's good. Thompson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together, hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Here's Curry, following the basket by LeBron James. Durant with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard, and he gets it to go.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
David West, he's checked in for Pachulia. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving dishes to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Now here's Durant, and the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hands.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well, and what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. And the Warriors also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Livingston, that's good. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the free throw. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And Golden State also making a change. Iguodala's checked in. Takes a three. No luck, so Cleveland will take it the other way.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Here's Irving.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
So it's the Warriors now, following the score by Cleveland. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Green. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Green's got 6 points.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
The drive by Shumpert. No one near James as he lets it go. And again, it's Cleveland.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
And Cleveland making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Golden State. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Irving, good.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Iguodala no good. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Jefferson kicks to Irving. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. .46 seconds left in the first. Iguodala with the steal. Inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Irving. Knocked away. Anderson passes to Irving. That's good. Irving's got 13.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
A nice shot by Anderson.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Irving dishes to Anderson. Stolen by Thompson. Good if it goes. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Cavaliers on top, opening up. And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late. You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that one notch forward each season.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Shumpert in at the three slot.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
The Cavaliers pull it in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Smith's gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect. Livingston kicks.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pulls up. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Smith's got 16 points.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
A nice shot by Irving.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
James checked in for Shumpert. Thompson dishes to Love. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And 12 points for Kevin Love. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Major.
Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Such a strong finisher.